Alright guys, I know it's nighttime out here, but see the pilot? I'm in Maryland. There's a truck going past here. It's been raining out here. I know it's nighttime, and I'm going to show you guys something parking in Maryland. I'm in Maryland, MD, up north near Pennsylvania. I'm at the Pilot Rest Stop. Guys, listen. Okay, you see this truck right in front of me, the blue one right there? That one? The middle blue one? Well, some of these truck stops have paid parking, and I really didn't see, I mean, no offense to the driver, really. He paid for his parking. But here's my thing. I don't see nothing that indicates that it's paid parking. So, guys, you're gonna face some things out here. You're gonna face some things, especially a good time to park and a good time to start in the morning is about 4 in the morning. And you want to end your day about 5 or 6 o'clock, guys, or you're going to get this right here. Look here. Look at all these trucks. They saw them parking on the aisle right there, see? It is what it is, guys. First come, first serve deal. But that and back there, I was parked in that position. The guy walked up to me and says, you're in a reserved parking. Guys, come on, man. We got reserved parking. They actually, the closer you get to the door, you're gonna have to pay $15 for a parking space. So, you know, it is what it is. You know, this is up at Maryland, guys. These truck stops start getting full about 5 or 6 o'clock. You wait till later, you might gonna be parking on the side of the road somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So here's the result of about 8 or 9 at night. No joke. So really, it's good to start your day around about 4 a.m. in the morning and shut down about 5 or 6, because you shut down at 8 or 9 like I do all the time, and this is what you get. You fight over parking spaces. I just thought I'd share this, guys, because, and I'm gonna do more. I'm gonna do another clip of this same one about parking. Thought I'd do a video on this about parking. These guys, some of these guys, man, they park on the side of the road. They, you know, I mean, when your time's out, your time's out. You know what I'm saying? But they got a new law that we can go 60 minutes. It's on your new logs. The DOT, I think, is passing a new law that when we do find a safe haven, if we can't find nowhere to park, we got an hour to find a safe haven, whether it be on the side of the interstate or, you know. This is why I want to get into expediting, guys, because these trucks right here, I mean, expediting the straight trucks, you can park them trucks just about anywhere. But these trucks right here, no, you're not parking just anywhere. Especially, you know, this late at night at a Pilot in the MD, Maryland. Yeah, you're not parking anywhere. But I will do some more clips on this, guys. Stay tuned. We will do some more clips on parking. And I'm going to show you how to park. A lot of people pull forward. See that truck right there in front of me? He pulled forward in his parking space. Guys, I mean, that's good. But in the morning, he's going to just have to back out and go. I mean, it's no big deal. I mean, a lot of people do it. See them 2 trucks? They pulled in straight. So, you know, it is what it is. But I will do some more videos on this, guys. I'll do some more updates on this. Thought I would do this because you need to know. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna get in here and eat my supper. Yeah, I'll do some more videos on it. Check you guys in a little bit.
On the nights when the dark lasts a little bit longer, when the wind and the storm is a little bit stronger, when the fear in my heart digs a little bit deeper, and when my faith to stand gets a little bit weaker, where could I run to? Where could I go? Even when it feels like my world is shaking, even when I've had all that I can take, I know you never let me go. Whoa. And even when the waters won't stop rising, even when I'm caught in the dead of the night, I know no matter how it ends, you're with me.
I showed you last night where we parked, you know. So, you know, parking is a big thing out here, guys. Now, I'm just going to show you a little bit behind me here. You see this trailer right here behind me? Guys, listen. Sometimes you will have this. Let me just show you this. And look at the fence right here. I want you to look at this fence. You know what I'm saying? I had to back in, and my truck went over in the grass. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Just get it in there. You know what I'm saying? And now look at my trailer. You know what I'm saying? It's cockeyed, but I didn't have much space over here. Look how much space I had. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you're in alleys like this, you know, you got to do your best, you know what I'm saying? You can't just pull in here and say, well, I'm Mr. Super Trucker, you know. And see, this is where I come right here, which I could have come into this entrance, but I didn't know. So I come in from this entrance right here. And then I pulled in through here, and then I backed in, which was easier, because if I come in this way, I would have had to pull in that way and then jack the whole trailer, you know what I'm saying? So I usually, when you just have to do your best, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you have to do your best. But parking is a big thing. That's where most of your accidents happen, when you're parking. When you're backing up to docks, backing up to stores, run over curbs. Guys, look at your surroundings around you, okay? Always keep your surroundings looked at all time, because, you know, because you can mess some stuff up. I hit a pole one time. I did. I was in Gadsden, Alabama. I never will forget it, at a Dollar General. What I should have done was back into the road and back in, but I curved in thinking I could miss some things, but it was a pole covered with a big, huge bush. I didn't see the pole. I actually knocked that pole over, but I didn't hurt nothing, didn't hit no cars, didn't hit nothing, so that was great. So, but guys, I learned from that, you know what I'm saying? These are some of the things that you got to learn from, you know. So, that being said, guys, these are some of the things you must learn from, because, you know, a lot of times getting in, what I do when I come to plazas like this, I'm in a plaza. See this building behind me right here? I'm in a plaza center. Normally what I do is I when I pull kind of near it, I start scaping. You can use Google Earth, guys. Download the app, okay? Look up your address through Google Earth. I used to do that when I drove chicken trucks, because a lot of times when you're driving a truck, you want to see what's ahead of you. You know what I'm saying? So you can get on Google Maps, Google Earth. It will show you what you're up against before you even get there. So Those are some tips, guys, to help you back in places. You know, those are some tips that kind of helped me when I was, you know, driving a chicken truck, because a lot of them places, I wanted to know what I was up against. You know what I'm saying? Guys, anybody can drive a truck straight down the road, you know what I'm saying? But you are going to get in places where you're going to have to turn wide. You're going to have to back in, see your surroundings, your poles, your fences. This right here, guys, is what I'm talking about. See, that behind me will go. You'll have curbs like this where you have to caddy corner your truck. So, you know, parking in parking lots, dock areas, you pretty much have to, you know, it is what it is. Look here, guys. Look, check this trailer out. See that trailer back there in that mirror? See how I had the caddy corner? See how I had to caddy corner that? So, you know, you just have to do your best, guys. And, you know, I usually when I come in, I usually kind of look around and see. There has been times where I've parked in the parking lot way out there, away from the place, and walked around the whole thing just to see my surroundings, see what I'm up against. Because, guys, you don't want to just pull in somewhere and think, oh, I got to, you know, you'll get yourself in a hole. I mean, you got a 53-foot trailer behind you. That thing's long, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you'll get yourself in a hole before you know it. And I promise you, you will. You'll get yourself in a hole. And, you know, you got to pre-plan. You know what I'm saying? It's all about your pre-planning, guys. And I'll do another video on pre-planning. I'll do another video. This one's just parking and backing and, you know, and all this stuff. But it's like this, guys. Look at your surroundings. You know what I'm saying? You got a elephant trying to fit on a tricycle type road. You know what I'm saying? So in New Jersey, I'm gonna tell you guys, if you're going to New Jersey, I'm telling you, them roads up there are terrible. And I've never been to New York, but I heard it's even worse. I have been to New Jersey. New Jersey is even worse. I mean, they got roads up there, guys. I bet you couldn't ride a bicycle down them. That's how tight they are, you know what I'm saying? So, really, my advice to you, if you're going up north, my advice to you, Chicago, Illinois, Chicago, listen, all them places, guys, get you a Ram Valley GPS, get you a trucker GPS that knows the routes, because if you don't, you're going to end up in a mess, okay? Down south, southeastern, I've run all southeastern, southeast. If you're running southeast and not going up north, northeast, guys, listen, you're in the safe zone. You know what I'm saying? Because I've run all that. You know what I'm saying? Because I've run all that, and you still gotta be careful. I'm not saying you don't, but I've run all that off a regular GPS. You know what I'm saying? But when you go up north, I'm telling you, you better have a Ram Valley, a trucker GPS that knows the weight, the size, and the height of your truck. Because I'm telling you guys, you'll be going down roads and you don't know where you're going. I'm telling you. I mean, these GPSs, guys, listen, they're here to help us, but they do not do our job. I'm going to say that one more time. They're here to help us, but they're not here to do our job. And what I mean by that is, you can't depend on that thing every time it says to turn. When it does say turn, you look at your surroundings and see where you are, and you see if you can. Now, these are some of the keys to stay away from. If it leads you down a road in a house complex, I'm telling you guys, don't turn in there. I've messed up and turned in there myself, and I've gotten some trouble, man. Do not be going down roads. If it leads you down a road where a bunch of houses, a whole complex of houses, guys, you have no business on that road. Trust me, that was my first load with Warner. I never will forget it in Missouri. That GPS led me down a road. I was in a neighborhood, okay? Lady comes out and she says, what are you doing with that big truck up here? I said, I don't know. I'm in GPS. She said, son, you can't trust in that GPS. So, you know, some of these things listen, it was tight in there too. I barely got out of there. Them roads was tight in them house complexes and apartment complexes. Man, you have no business in there. So if your GPS tells you turn down a road that's a bunch of houses on, listen, don't turn down that road. Have common sense. You do got an elephant. It will not fit on a tricycle road, okay? So, I mean, this is like a big elephant, you know what I'm saying? And it don't fit down tricycle roads. So, that being said, guys, listen, be careful, be safe. And don't do stupid stuff like I have. I've got myself in a pickle, but thank God that I knew how to get out of it. Because sometimes if you don't know how to get out of it, I'm telling you, you'll get in a mess. You will, I promise you, you'll get in a mess. You will get in a mess. And guys, I'm going to do a different video on maneuvering. Because I think it'll help some of you guys maneuver. You know, so a lot of you guys don't know how to maneuver. You know what I'm saying? So, what I mean by that is when you are stuck in a mess, how to get out of it. Okay? And what I mean by that is, guys, maybe you turned down the wrong road, or maybe you took the wrong, maybe you're in a little parking lot you just can't get out of. Guys, there ain't too much I can't get out of, but I'm not going to put myself in that position in the first of all, okay? So just watch what you're doing. Watch your surroundings. Watch your signs. Signs will tell you a lot of stuff. Pay attention to them. Don't pay attention to your GPS. Yes, it kind of leads you where we're about to go. But still, pay attention to your signs coming up. Because, guys, I can't express this enough. Signs will tell you a lot of stuff when you're driving a truck. I'm telling you. Pay attention to your signs. Pay attention to your road signs. If it says no trucks down that road 90% of the time, and a lot of times, guys, now I'm going to emphasize on that, and I'm not going over DOT regulation. I really ain't. But sometimes you may have a store that you're delivering to, and it'll have a truck, no trucks down this road, and you're right there at it. Guys, come on, man. You got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? I know it's DOT regulation. I'm not trying to push you past DOT regulation. Obey the signs, because you will get a ticket. But I'm not sure, but I think it's in the green book. And guys, you need to get you, well, I have a green book. Let me just get my green book. Okay, guys, here is my green book. You must have one of these in your cab at all times. This is kind of old, but I've had it for a while. It's a safety regulation pocketbook. Now, these update monthly, so make sure it's up to date. But make sure you carry one of these, okay? Make sure you carry one of these. If you have a DOT question, you know, hey, should I go off duty or something like that? What is the times? Guys, I know you want to work to your employer. I know you want to ask your employer, but sometimes your employer breaks rules. And I've had that happen to me before, because I've worked with some of these guys out here that does not care about these rules. All they care about is making money. But guys, if you don't abide by this, you will put your license in jeopardy. You can lose your license as fast as you got them, you know that. If you break these rules in this book. You can get tickets. And you don't want to come out here and spend your hard time and get tickets, do you? So get you one of these. A lot of employers hand them out to you. Your employer will. You can go to the DMV and get one. If they don't, listen, all the employers, though, usually hand them out to you. So make sure you get one of these. Carry it in your truck at all times. Because the DOT is probably going to ask you, hey, do you have a safety regulation book? And here's another book that you need to carry too. I put all this stuff in my door, guys. You know what I'm saying? This is a 2016, but make sure it's up to date. I'm not sure if this is updated monthly. I know the safety is. But these right here are emergency response guide books. And, you know, it just tells you the hazards and stuff that you're carrying. Maybe you don't carry hazard. Maybe you won't carry hazard materials. And guys, I'll put all this in my door right here. You know what I'm saying? Let me show you. Put all of it in my door. You know what I'm saying? I put all of it in my door. So I put all, and I put a copy of this. You also need a copy of this too, guys. This is information how to work this thing, and you got to have one of these in your door at all times. I'm telling you, you got to have one of them in your doors. Insurance right here. You guys, I know I'm talking about parking and everything, but you got to have all this. You got to have all this. Make sure your insurance card, before you pull off of that truck, make sure your insurance card, at least your insurance card identification for that truck is up to date. You know what I'm saying? So, say 2019, make sure all your cards are up to date. Your insurance card, here we go. Insurance cards right here. Make sure it's all up to date, guys. Listen, expire date 7/1/19. Look at there. Look at there. That's my insurance cards. You got to have all that on you. If you don't, you will get a ticket. I promise you. I promise you guys, you'll get a ticket. No joke. I'm not joking. You got to make sure all your cards are updated. All this right here updated. In your door at all the times. Okay? I got too much in this door. You know what I'm saying? So, look at there. Look at there. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. In your door, I usually keep my gloves in my door, and I got a jump rope and all that goody stuff. And, I usually keep all this stacked real neat in my door. That way I got it in my door when they pull me over. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully they will not pull me over. Anyways, guys, anyways, you know what I'm saying? These are some of the things you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Driving a truck is just not getting in a truck, going down the road, and, you know, hey, that's it. You know what I'm saying? It's not, guys. It's responsibility. It's not. It's responsibility. Okay? All right, guys. To our next video. We'll see you later.
Anymore, teach me to listen. I don't want to see anymore. Give me a vision that you could move this heart to be set apart. I don't need to recognize the man in the mirror, and I don't want to trade your plan for something familiar.